been through, we do know, and we've given you the grace. The issue is that y'all are not changing.
Alright, if you feel compelled, definitely go watch the entirety of that video. Sis has a point, but as I am from said generation, I'm assuming I can't gauge her age, but based off of the different generational descriptions, I'm assuming I'm old enough to be a mom. With that said, what I would like to introduce to the chat is middle child syndrome. My generation is a generation that is caught between the generation that is denying that there's any issue and the generation that's like, wake the fuck up. So we're sitting in the middle like, we're willing to admit that we did something, but we truly don't know how to heal through it. Because we come from the generation where right is right. My word is bond. What I know to be true is true. And there's only one truth. Even though the person sitting next to me believes in a totally different truth. That doesn't matter. Logic does not matter to my generation. So I understand you giving us grace. I understand, yes, the trauma, we did our best. But I need you to understand that we are so caught in our ways. We are caught in the middle. We are trying to keep up. Some of us trying to catch up. But whether there's only one God generation, whether if you don't got a brand new pair of Jordans, you're a scrub type generation. I just went and shop at a very trendy thrift store today. I buy secondhand clothes. It's a thing. So when you're understanding and your grace, please understand that the generation that you are just like, get it together and figure it out, our trauma and identity is very deeply rooted and linked together. And for us to actually change is for us to deny who we have been our entire lives. Y'all a bunch of chameleons out there. Y'all motherfuckers chase change. If you ain't changing, you're stranging. But we come from a generation where if you were changing, you didn't march to the beat of everybody else. You were strange. And nobody wants to be strange. Our entire identity is in trauma bonding. Our entire identity is in denying what was done to you simply because it wasn't done as badly as it was done to us. You should be thankful I didn't drag you by your hair. That might have been a bad joke. Was it truly a joke? What I'm saying is change is very difficult for a generation that doesn't even believe change is possible. How can you truly become a new version of yourself without being a fake? Not even realizing the version that we are today is actually a fake. So I'm with you. I'm one of the few in this generation that's actively doing the change. I'm one of the few in this generation that woke up and said, yo. But guess what? When I woke up, after my then 15-year-old had been on my ass for over 3 years. Mom, the way that you talk to the kids is wrong. Mom, the way you're raising his family isn't right. Mom, I think you can do better. It's better than my daddy did. Better than my daddy did. You should be happy you got it, Mama. I didn't even have one of those. And then one day I woke up and actually saw what I was doing. I saw that the only way that we're going to get our 40 acres and a mule is if we stick together cohesively as a family. But if we hate our family, how can we do it? I saw that we were like, your friends are the family that you want. Well, damn it, I want my family to be the family that I want. So I started doing the work. And I embraced change. So y'all ain't got to give us no more grace. I get it. Definitely, y'all over there and we over here. I don't even talk to my dad about healing. My dad's in his 60s. He said, healing? What's that? I said, that was the beginning of the end of that conversation. So you just have to know your audience. And you truly do have to protect your peace. And if you have to create distance between you and your parents because they just can't figure out how to evolve and change, evolution, it's a thing. Chuck them to deuces and keep it moving. But those of you who are ready to change, make sure you check out my content here on As the Apple Turns here and definitely on YouTube because all the content's going over there because TikTok is phasing out. And let's change together. And those of you who grew up with parents who really didn't know what they were doing, so now you really don't know what you're doing, or spouses, you really don't know how to be in a relationship, check out my content. We're working it out. I'm not saying it's perfect, but we're doing something better than 99% of the nothing most of the world is doing. So check us out. Spirit told me to insert, y'all really expect a generation that can't admit that they don't know how to love themselves, that they didn't know how to love you. Y'all really waiting for that apology? Y'all really waiting for that apology? Choose peace, my friend.